With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. On play action, it's Manning. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good start. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it. but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw Dobbs. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Dobbs. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Now Jones. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. A first down throw coming for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Vick, option right. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out, it's loose. But fortunately... recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action now, Vick. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Here's Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's early, and announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Jackson. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Michael Vick. They set up the screen to Bo. Touchdown, Falcons! From 3 yards out. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now here's Vick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. On play action, Vick. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause.
The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in.
Vic loses the football. It's out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try to throw it here. Vic. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Vic readies to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Dobbs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they'll change things up. Throwing here, Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of possible window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Hold it ready. Ready.
Second down, Vic. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Vic. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now Vic on 4th down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the... Vic loses the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Let's go.
2nd and 7. Dobbs is throwing. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Henry again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders use the short field to get in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Vic. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Vick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Vick now. Jones has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Dobbs rolling to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw his Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. It's a play fake. Now Vick on the move to his left. Man open, here's Jones. Touchdown Falcons. Julio Jones. 30 yards. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before. That draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Vick loses the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up.
Touchdown, Raiders! Christian McCaffrey from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Here comes second down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
On the go. Ready, ready.
Now a give. This is Bo running left. And he's going to get him another first down here as he's able to dive forward to get as much as he can. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run again with Jackson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, this is Jackson. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Steps away. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now 1st and goal. Now Michael Vick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our
juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They'll come up first and 10 here. Dobbs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
He's going to go up top again, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's fourth down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about